you know. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby if you're new. Today I am going to be sharing with you guys how I like to do my makeup. The title says everyday makeup routine, but no, I don't do my makeup every day. So this is kind of like what I like to do when I do my makeup. Does that make sense? It makes sense, right? Cool. So we're gonna dive right into it. And get started. So the first thing that I like to do every time I do my makeup is my eyebrows. And if you'd like to see how I do my eyebrows, I do have a video on it. Click the iCard above so you can get like full details on what I do to get my eyebrows looking what I consider kind of fleeky. You feel me? After I do my eyebrows, I like to moisturize my face. I know it's a little opposite, but I feel like sometimes when I moisturize my eyebrow hairs, they don't work with me when I'm trying to apply the product and like, you know, get them in the shape that I want them to. So I like to moisturize my face after. And to moisturize my face, I like to use the Olay Hydrating Cream. And I like to take my moisturizer, just a tad bit, and just put it all over. And as you can see, my lips are looking kind of crusty, so I'm gonna put some chapstick on just for the meantime because this is unacceptable. To prime my face, I like to use the Maybelline Master Prime by Face Studio. Take some of that, and I also place it all over. Sometimes I only like to apply primer in my T-zone to make sure that the product is getting really in there and stays there throughout the day, like the rest of my makeup, because I tend to sweat a lot in my T-zone, especially because I wear glasses. My nose and like under my eyes always sweats because of the heat transferring from the glasses to my face. That's my theory. I don't know if that's actually accurate, but that's what I've come up with because there's no other reason why my face would sweat that much in those areas. So after priming my face is when I like to apply my foundation. My everyday foundation that I like to use, like if I'm doing my makeup multiple times throughout the week for work, is the Maybeline Fit Me Foundation. And I like to use it in the color 338. And I use their matte and poreless foundation because I just like matte looks better than dewy looks. And what I like to do is just take some of that foundation and just put it right here. Then I take like a little foundation brush and I just start painting it on my face like so. Then I take my foundation brush, and I apologize that my brushes are a little dirty. It's time to clean them. But, oh, all of my brushes, if not 90% of them, are from BH Cosmetics. I'm gonna put the links to the sets that I have purchased because I really don't know much about brushes. I just use what works for me. But I'm gonna use this brush, which is like a foundation blending type of brush, and I just like to blend my foundation in circular motions. Alright, so what I like to do next is apply my concealer, and for my concealer I like to use the Maybelline concealer. This is in the color medium, 25 medium. I like to call this specific step my Wakanda Forever. I say that because what I like to do is take my concealer little brush and I just like to apply dots in the areas where I'm going to conceal. So and then I take my damp beauty blender and I just start blending that all over. My next step is to use my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and this is also in the color medium. What I like to do is take this brush, which is the number 4 brush for BH Cosmetics. And I like to kind of like dip it in and just apply it all over the areas where I just concealed. And then I let that sit for about 2 minutes. To remove my setting powder from my face, I like to take this #1 brush, and sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I like to take this Superstay Full Coverage powdered foundation from Maybelline as well. And this is the color 355 Coconut. I couldn't find 338, which is why I went for 355, which was like the next closest shade. And I just like to first try to remove this on its own, right? So I start brushing off all of this. And then, so I won't look so like washed out, I like to take and just tap it in there and remove like all the extra stuff and just go over all of those concealed areas again, so I won't look so like white or like bright in those areas. Like, it's good to make it look bright to stand out a little bit, but I just feel like for an everyday look, I don't want to be so out there. Does that make sense? My next step is to contour my face. I like to use the True Complexion Contour Palette by Black Radiance, and I take my #2 brush, and I only ever use the contour on this palette. So I just take that and then I start contouring my face. To highlight my face, I like to use the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter. And this is in the color Champagne. And then I like to use my #4 brush, the It's My Ray Ray BH Cosmetic brush set. And I just like to take that and apply it on my cheekbones, my nose area, and all that good stuff. Then I like to take my NYX black eyeliner and eyebrow pencil and just line halfway through the bottom of my eyes. And I do this because I just feel like it makes my eyes look a little bit bigger than what they are, since my eyes kind of sit low and they're kind of small. Because I wear mink lashes, I don't apply any mascara on my top lashes. I only apply mascara on my bottom lashes so that they look a little bit more, you know, out there. I don't have any preference in my mascaras because I don't typically use them all the time. So I just grab the first one I see and just start applying. I like to always add a little glittery type of eyeshadow on the inner corners of my eyes. I feel like it just gives me like a cute enhanced look to my face. So I just take a small brush, and for this little sparkly look, I am using the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm using the color Vermeer. For my lips, I like to do a glossy look. The first thing that I do is take any brown lip liner that I have available to me and I line my lips, and then I go in with the NYX Butter Gloss in the color Fortune Cookie and just blend that right in. And then of course the last and final step is to set my face. And to set my face, I like to use the NYX Matte Finish setting spray.